and so it's good if it gets used a little bit more.
Exactly. And okay, we arrived to.
Oh!
I think that a lot of people are waiting for.
No way,
which
bro.
is all about the DOLCH balancing.
The 1.6 dev stream is happening right now. We don't know anything about what's going on, and this is going to be a live reaction to it with me and some other people in my community.
Magazine.
There's probably different variations too.
Well, then give us the shitty variation.
Oh, he's muted.
No, no. Good start. Good start. Great.
Hey everyone.
Oh god.
Welcome to the 1.6 developer live stream. Today I'm here with Danis as always. Hey Danis, how are you doing?
Hello, how's it going?
And my name is BD Boy, and today we are going to be talking about update 1.6 part 1. We will have 2 streams. The second stream will be later this week, so please keep an eye out of that. But we will also talk about it a bit now, so you will find out everything. Don't worry, and I guess we can already dive into it, and let's see what's new, what's coming in this big update. So
Matchmaking.
To our maybe biggest topic today. Exactly.
Star system. What?
To start it off, we have
Okay, it says matchmaking. New star system replaces arrow system. My camera's blocking that. I'm sorry.
System that you guys have seen before, so you know, which you can see right here.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What's an important part here is that the matchmaking rating, which is what we refer as MMR. This is the ELO system that we're using in the game. This is how people are
Represents MMR ranges with a personal indicator instead of a relative indicator. Okay, so you can see where what your own ELO is.
And depending on your position in the ranking and their position, you lose more or you gain more or less. So it's like if you want to. And again, the system underneath is the same as before. It's just more transparent for you guys now. So what it means is that you will now have the chance to basically understand how good of a player or how bad of a player you are inside the system, and that will just make it a bit more transparent.
Exactly, and as Danis mentioned, these stars are
0 to 5,000. Okay, so they're actually telling us a little bit about the ELO system.
MMR. So the stars are
The actual numbers.
of your placement in between those numbers, and we will have a very nice image here that showcases that with a nice bell curve.
Exactly. So this is something which is really important to understand with the star ratings. So in the background, as I mentioned, we still have our MMR, our ELO score running, right? Which goes from a range of 0 to 5,000. It's a score that we've been using for a long time, but we've kind of keeping hidden, and also we continue keeping hidden from the players to a certain extent, because we do not want to display these exact numbers. Instead, what we're going to do, we're giving you the stars, which are defining a range of that score. And as you can see on that graph there, this bell curve, you basically see that the majority of the players in the game, they are somewhere between 3 to 4, 4.5 stars somewhere, right? This is where you see the majority of the players on how they're grouped within this ELO system. And this is like nothing new. This is just how it is basically already before we make this more visible to you. So there's actually very few players that are on the lower end of the spectrum, mostly the newer players. And then there's also very few players that kind of break out to the top, or in this case to the right side, like which we now classify as 5 or 6 stars. That's just a very, very, very small subset of the community. The majority of the players, and therefore the majority of stars you will likely encounter during the games, will be in the center area there between like 3.5, maybe and 4.5 stars.
Let's move on to
Oh,
where we
oh shit.
Changes. So
yes,
some changes
Medium and long ammo.
Medium and long ammo.
Increased range?
Basically, reminder. What we have been doing in the past was we had a hard cap of 250
come on.
meters per
Half the
second.
map away?
So that means
I want
a shot
to have
could
what
travel
they are
up to 300
smoking.
meters, but
That's
would
some
kinda, like,
good
delete
shit.
itself.
The map cheaters, and now they're like, fuck it, we're gonna have it so you can
Whoa!
halfway across.
Medium ammo.
Means in general bullets travel
Oh
further.
my
That doesn't mean that it's so much more
Dude,
lethal.
okay,
Like, that just
Verily
means
Main
that
coming
head
back.
beyond 250 meters can
Yo,
still kill.
the compact ammo is getting shit on right here.
Everybody who's playing with a sniper
It's
know
it's
that
long.
It's just not on this slide yet.
It's
not something that
long
happens every day,
no.
so we don't think that's
It's gonna be the next slide.
But specifically in
Compact is gonna be 250 watts, calling it right now.
We have other gun changes.
Custom ammo balance.
Changes. and a lot of it is for the custom ammo.
FMJ keeps damage over longer distance. Nobody used FMJ anyway. Dragon's Breath does more damage up close.
Cool, and we also have a change made to the Dum-Dum ammunition, and it no longer has reduced damage over the regular ammo type, so when you're not using special ammo.
Why?
Yeah, so all the normal
that was probably one of the strongest damage over time bullet types, and now they're making it even stronger.
Yep.
How certain ammunition types are being used have the same change of no longer.
Incendiary no longer has reduced damage.
So they're just as effective as the regular ammunition.
Again, why?
But
Rival than the Nitro. Minor reload animation changes for the Rival and the Nitro.
This is the last time we talked a little bit about the animations on the Aftermath, right? In terms of
the timing.
Yeah.
Rival. This is how it is right now on live.
Yeah, so it kind of flows out and never really conveyed the weight of these huge like nitro shells, for example. So it's just really a cosmetic change.
And here's the new animation.
So it kind of peels them out a little bit more as they kind of get stuck there with all the fouling.
Seems like it's the same time. Roughly.
And the same has been done to the shotgun and the nitro.
This is the old again.
They kind of shared the same animation almost, so it was easy just to do both in one go, basically. So this is how it looked before that with the one, and then the new one will be, again, peeling out the rounds one by one quickly. The timings have not changed, and if so, they have changed maybe by a frame or two, so not something that you would notice. They're pretty much the same. This is really purely a cosmetic change.
Recall animation.
What?
To the Nagant officer.
I use that all the time. This is a big deal. Yeah, it always had like this weird delayed kick.
See like this bit of a weird right twist type of thing in there.
It looks like they just like properly aligned the animation with the recoil.
And then we can look at the new one.
So
oh yeah, that's way better.
It keeps the barrel pointed, etc. So fits just a bit nice. It's just minor visual polish, nothing to be too proud of, and nothing to be too important. But I think it's a nice little addition. And
yeah, definitely.
Up a little bit.
Finally, Spectre.
Shotgun. So you may remember from our last stream, I believe, where we changed the Mosin and level cycle logic for reloading.
Yes.
And so now this happens to the shotgun as well.
When they added this to the Lubed and the Mosin, I was like, when are they going to add this to the Spectre?
And here it is. The slide, like before working the pump, it gives you a chance to do the same thing there.
We have 2 videos for this as well.
So this is basically by default. If you just
makes sense.
Let it happen. And then basically if you press the reload right after firing, if you show the next video. So basically you don't lose a round because nothing has been cycled back into the chamber. The one that's being ejected is basically the empty shell.
Not really
Bornheim match. Oh, there was a reload. There was a weird reload thing with the Bornheim match.
We also have another change made to the Bornheim match, but this is just a slight damage increase because of the longer barrel.
Doesn't have to do with reload.
We noticed as well in the statistics, like people are using the Bornheim. No one is using the Bornheim match. It's very, very rare. And we just wanted to give it a slight boost. So I mean, it does have a slightly longer barrel than normal one. So you can argue that like there's more pressure being built up as the bullet can travel through. So we just gave it a slightly increase. It means that where the Bornheim can never 2-tap you, this one can at a very short range actually do that. But again, it's a medium slot, and so it's good if it gets used a little bit more.
Exactly. And okay, we arrived to.
Oh!
I think that a lot of people are waiting for.
No way, bro.
Which is all about the DOLCH balancing.
I can't.
Give me something good.
Oh boy, here we go.
Have you ever seen that roller coaster of emotions where basically they're just like, oh my god, they're giving us yet another DOLCH. Oh.
They're actually buffing the DOLCH.
Yeah, huge DOLCH buffs incoming. Yeah.
I would cry.
Talk about the changes that we're doing.
Yeah, so as Danish...
DOLCH appears in 2% of all loadouts entering a game.
The DOLCH version of Danish. Yeah, so Danish just mentioned the 2%, and as you can see, it is actually 2% of all the loadouts entering a game. So the DOLCH is actually 2%. So look at
DOLCH
the actual
balancing.
And when I said we buffed the DOLCH,
Slower reload.
Don't like the DOLCH.
Slower reload speed.
Change to that, but this isn't the most significant change. So let me just have a quick look at the new one there.
And here is the new reload with the clip.
So just like it takes like
oh, you might be right. He just said with the clip.
No, he's still do.
This is not what we use for balancing. Like this is just.
Oh,
he like struggles to pull the stripper clip out, and that's it.
And we get to that in a second.
That's
so you can see like he's struggling
one big
much more,
stripper
and
clip.
it buys us like another second or two in order to just like drag the whole thing out a little bit more and make it a bit more costly. Plus the hand is kind of like stuck on the middle of the screen.
Do you think they know about the DOLCH speed?
Yeah, that's a good question.
One is the individual bullet. So this is what it is right now. Again, so you can see like very quick reload, and this is one of the bigger issues with a weapon. You can top it up very quickly, right? You're like just like quick break, and you can put a few more rounds in, and you're back in the fight. And with the new one, we've doubled that, so it goes from 1 second to 2 seconds per tick per individual bullet put in.
Whoa!
And that makes all the difference in the world.
Whoa!
Yeah, so this is the new one, and the previous one was the old.
Okay, I mean,
it's much slower.
Definitely don't dislike that.
One. This will make sure people do not furiously spam that motherfucker.
Yeah, I like it.
And as Danish already touched on it, we also have a
damage reduction
for the DOLCH.
Damage reduction.
Yes, I don't know if you want to go in more detail in that.
Yeah, I mean, for this we don't have a video because it's something we just
that's fine.
So the pure damage.
Yeah, so let's look at the third point, which is
sway changes when spamming semi-auto weapons in ADS.
Weapons, so sway.
Yeah, so again, it's super important. It's written on the screen, I know, but there is no recoil in this example because we want you to see how right now on live the sway pattern behaves on there, right? This is just the natural sway pattern of you breathing basically, and we've disabled the recoil on this particular video here just for demonstration. So this is what is currently on live. Now we're going to show you how this looks with the new system.
No,
also still.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Also still with the recoil deactivated, just so you can notice how the sway is increasing. So in this case, it's a slow rate of fire, right? And you can see like it kind of starts become wobbly, like kick around a little bit more.
Starts moving more.
It just makes the whole thing less predictable to stay on target.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how bad it gets. I don't usually super spam.
So now let's have a look at how this is.
Usually try to double tap somebody or something. But yeah, we'll see how much it affects me.
Technically, the officer is in semi-automatic.
Yeah, but you know they're gonna include that.
Technically, but he did mention it.
Much more,
yeah,
and makes it much harder to land those shots. Now, on the last video, we see how this new system works with the recoil being re-enabled. So basically, how it will be on the test server.
Oh yes!
Oh my goodness!
Yes!
Not only do you have to
that's actually okay. Like normal, I'm fine with that.
You also have to ensure that.
That's I've brought this up before. I've said it should, like as soon as you shoot, it should move your crosshair to somewhere else, and that's exactly what it does.
It's going to be pretty hard.
That is
fire discipline, trigger
a
discipline.
great change.
That's something which will matter a lot more with this gun
Next
in order to be
question.
effective and retain its effectiveness.
Why don't they bring up the DOLCH speed?
And that combined with the reduced
Well,
damage,
we'll see.
Nice
well, maybe it
to
comes. Never
bring
mind.
some balance to the weapon.
Exactly, yeah.
We also had, I think, like two examples.
This guy's
of, I think
comment.
we used the
BB
officer
punching the air right now.
just to show you the same thing here. So again, this is with this.
Other BBs are
disabled
celebrating
recoil,
right now.
Just to show you how
Here's the officer.
way affects the officer. As you can see, it's not as drastic as on the DOLCH. It makes sense. It's like a weaker projectile, so it doesn't kick as much. And then on the second video, this is how it feels with the recoiler enabled and the new system together. So again, you
Doesn't really look that different.
Short range, you can fire. Keep in mind, this is for ADS. So
I
if you
think
shoot from
that
the,
might
from
be
the
the
shoulder,
point.
like the system is not there, but then you have more spread anyways version, but will definitely benefit the console version.
So as
It's not on the test server right now.
Just yet, but
Fine.
later on. And,
more direct
explosive ammo
and less indirect.
and less indirect damage. And with the weapon changes, gameplay changes being done, let's look at our new legendary coming in this update.
Storm Chaser?
The Terminus legendary skin called Storm Chaser.
Traps type of stuff around it. Makes it
it's amazing. And the lightning strike from the lore as well.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw a ping and I was about to freak out.
So we kind of tricked you. We added 6 new for different ammunition types that you can ping. Shotguns, medium, long, and compact ammo, as well as the item box. And obviously
it's
the
decent.
box is for special.
We didn't need it, but it's decent.
Yeah,
it makes it
it's
a bit
fine.
easier to ping for
Retaliation bonus.
Quite fun. So when you get killed by an enemy hunter, you can take revenge on them now. And
same game, but let's
So if you loot a body that killed you, you get 2 upgrade points.
Something later during that game, you actually encounter the team again. You make a chance to,
now I'm gonna run up to people and hey, kill me, Dad.
You do get this
Arc Sight refactoring.
We have made some changes. So on the left, you can see the new version of Dark Sight, and on the right is the old.
Now you spoiled it. I wanted to ask them if they know which one is which.
Hardware. Dark Sight boost, and here you will notice that
Oh,
you
what
can
the fuck?
actually see the heads of the enemies and their hats even.
Yo,
I
that's
think this is really
actually
awesome.
dope.
I can see their hats now.
Nothing has changed in the distribution. Nothing has changed in the size. So this is
That
just
looks
as,
so
as
weird.
It was before. But
And,
Active
also
status
another
effect.
change, which affect
Wow. Okay, so
an example
they couldn't put it on the like the map
variation
screen.
so you can
Yeah,
see
it's gonna be there the entire time.
shot.
I think they should have just put that on the map screen
Yeah.
so it's not in your face the whole time.
it's something.
Been completely reworked, so they look much nicer now.
All right, dudes. It's fun watching that together.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow, I gotta say that was actually pretty good. I don't think there was anything that I disliked in that update. We got the DOLCH nerf. I think that was some pretty good stuff. Really nice DOLCH change there. We got long ammo and medium ammo getting their effective ranges extended. I think that's awesome. And some bug fixes, and I'm overall really actually pretty happy with that. That's a lot of good stuff. I don't remember anything that where I was like, oh no, that's a bad thing. That was good. I like that. Well, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe if not already. Big thank you to all of my Patreon supporters for making it possible for me to put these videos together. If you'd like to help support me on Patreon, the link will be in the description. You get access to all of the videos, all the YouTube videos early. And I also have one-on-one coaching available for Hunt Showdown and streaming. So if you want to get better at Hunt or you want to get better at streaming, I will completely open up my brain to you and tell you everything and anything. Thank you guys very much for watching. Have a good one. Peace.